Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is, hold on, let me turn this down. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, and you are in the Java Cafe. First order of business, good morning again. And do me a favor, invite others into the Java Cafe and hit that like and share button and ask others to come in and be a part of the Java Cafe family. We are a welcoming, inclusive platform here and invite everybody in to share information, build community, and also engage people in conversation about mental health, men's health, Black men's health, whole bunch of subjects. So anyway, do me a favor, invite others into the room. In a couple of seconds, we're going to go in to the Facebook section of the Java Cafe and see who's over there, and then over into Instagram as well and see who's over there. But again, hit that like and share button and invite others to be a part of the Java family. Let's go in the Facebook section and see who is in so far this morning. My good sister Dina, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Nisi, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Good morning, of course, to Mama Java. Good to see you in the room this morning. Nicole, good morning to you. Was it you? Did you tag me in that thing with Samuel Jackson to sing? I might. But good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Latoya, good to see you back. Good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Michelle D. Smith, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Debbie, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Lisa Davis, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Over in the Instagram section, I see my brother's keeper was in. Pretty Black, and also Nadine Lee Music. Good morning to the folks over there on Instagram as well. And Nicole, I'll check the challenge out and see if my vocal cords are up to do. If Samuel Jackson can sing, then all of us can do it. As a matter of fact, I might just go try to, we haven't done this in a while. Let's see if Facebook has changed. I might go and try to get the video and see if I can share it, since Nicole tagged me and challenged me. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? I don't even know where it is now. But Samuel Jackson has a challenge out with a song that, just by one observation, I would say can almost be a freedom song for this generation based on what's going on in the world. And so I will share that later to make sure you all have it, and just making sure that I'm not missing anything in here. We are going to today, first of all, say good morning to Sister Soraya. Good morning to you. I think I said good morning to Mother Lisa out of the DMV. Good morning to you. Hope that Pops is doing well. And give him my greetings. Today, we're going to take a different approach on Tuesdays. Typically, Tuesdays, we talk about Testimony Tuesdays. And in a testimony, typically, if you're intentional about it or not, we've talked on Testimony Tuesdays about being tested. Sometimes when life is lifing, life's adversities, we don't have no option but to take the test. And sometimes we take or we're intentional in putting ourselves in testing situations to transform, for the purpose of transformation. And so we're going to take a different approach today and talk about Transformation Tuesdays. And we're going to begin that in a couple of seconds. The Real Boston Media is in the room. Seeing them last night. I want to say a congratulations to the whole Top Mix brand. Last night we had the opportunity to preview for their family and friends event the 1920s based speakeasy theme out at Top Mix in Cambridge. And thanks to the Real Boston Media for inviting us. And it was definitely an experience. If you're going to a speakeasy, know that you're going to spend money that speaks easy, not that loud money, very quiet money. But it was good. We had guava. I forgot what the guava lime wings, um, Cubano ragoon. Oh God, they had scallop ceviche, y'all, and it was good. It was good. The espresso martinis were good. And so again, shout out to the Real Boston Media. Thank you for the invitation. And also thank you for all that we talked about. What did we come up with last night? Peer mentoring. Thank you for the peer mentoring that goes on in our good kindred brotherhood friendship, brother. And those over there, I appreciate you. Lisa Davis is saying good morning to the Java family. Milton, my brother, I've thought about you this morning, Milton. I ain't heard from you in a minute. That's all. But good to see you in the room, brother. Pastor Sharon Cornelius. Sharon Cornelius is in the room. Good morning to you. Fathers on the Move is over on Instagram. Good morning to you, bro. Opal, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Tashad, it was definitely good. It was definitely good. It's a real nice atmosphere. I have to say that when they took us to the back, they opened a door and put us in a room. Candy Girl, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. They put us in this little box type thing that looked like an elevator. So we get in and they close the gate. And this girl, presses a button and she's like, move all the way to this side. And so I'm like, wait, is the elevator, because it looked a little old, the room or whatever. Is the elevator broke? Do we have to balance ourselves to go up or go down or whatever? And 2 seconds later, she pressed the button. A door opens to a little smaller, like walkthrough, and then another door opens and it takes you into the speakeasy. I did post a little video on my personal page, James W. Hills, and out on the Java page, but you can check it out there. But Tashad, it was definitely good, and the scallop ceviche, it hit. Milton said he has his suit ready for October 15th. Just a note about that. I'm setting the ideal. It's my party. And we'll dress up if we want to. But if you're coming from work and things like that, it's definitely understandable. I don't want people to come and, feel underdressed. So I'm putting it out there what we would like. But yes, again, Brother Milton is referring to our Java After Dark 5-year Red Cup community celebration. Whole mouthful there. But that is taking place. We're celebrating 5 years of Java with Jimmy, though we're doing it 8 months, March, October, what's that? 7 months late, but we appreciate the partnership with the Museum of Science and being able to do it there. Make sure you get your tickets, because the last registration dump I got, we were at 133 and seating at the tables. Seating capacity is at 150. Now, we know that everybody that RSVPs is not going to come. And some of y'all got 4. I got the list. Some of y'all got 4 tickets and whatnot. You all, if you're getting them tickets, make sure you come. But get your tickets soon. I don't believe they're going to close registration, but it's a museum, so they do have capacity limitations. And so please make sure. Dina said basically dress up and wear sneakers. Please make sure you go and get your tickets from the Museum of Science. I'm actually going to put that link in the comments right now for those of you that want to get that. But we are going to get in a few seconds talking about Transformative Tuesdays. I'm just checking in with folks right now before we start that conversation. Hold on for 1 second. All right, here is the link to the event at the Museum of Science. And I think I can do this on James Hills and not mess up the audio on the live. Hold on, y'all. If you're watching on James, let's see what happens. And of course, it's taking forever. Okay, here we go. And where is it? Oh, there we go. All right, so here is the link on the James page for the museum. Make sure you go and get your tickets. I don't believe they're going to close off the tickets, but get your tickets. I'll be checking in with them soon. Here is the link, hyperlinked live right here for you to go and get your tickets. Mike Mack is in the room. Chip Greenidge is in the room. All Rise 617 is in the room. And again, good morning to Candy Girl as well. Pastor Marion is on wait. Pastor Marion, first of all, good morning. He said, I am not going to be able to stay on listening to the jerk in charge address. Oh, yes, the president and Pete Hedgepeth have called this meeting with the generals and the admirals of the armed forces, and they're setting a new tone for the Department of War. And so that is what Pastor Marion was referring to. I did not know that she was going to go in like that. Dina said, even if you're coming from work, dress up. Absolutely. I saw Boston's photographer in the room this morning. Good Obi. Good morning, Obi. Good to see you in the room this morning as well. Liza Marie White. Liza Marie White. Good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Dina said that she followed Top Mix, I believe, over on Instagram. And I believe I caught up with all the folks in the Facebook section. And I got folks over. Nikki just joined over on Instagram. Good to see you over there this morning. And then Tashad said that meeting annoyed me. They are so violent. And so I will go into Transformative Tuesdays in 1 second after this and just talk about the fact of what Tashad and Pastor Marion is talking about. And as I just said, this is a very interesting time in this country. And not ironically, but on the other side of this, let's talk about transformation, and then we'll get into some of the events of yesterday. And Coco Mango has its own Instagram page, so go follow them and check them out. And be sure, Pastor Marion said, if you believe in prayer, pray, in reference to what's going on in this country. Transformation. Said a few minutes ago that we're going to talk a little bit about intentional transformation. And so first thing I want to ask is, what is it? What are some things that one thing that you would like to transform about yourself? And I'm going to challenge us that what is one thing that we would like to transform about ourselves by December 31st? And it's interesting that I say by December 31st, because you all know that typically the New Year's resolutions kick in on January 1st. What is it that we can do to transform ourselves by the end of the year so we can go in and typically the set goals that we do for the new year? What is it that we can do to set ourselves up to be ready for that? What's one area that you will, and I know the Real Boston Media is going to say something about area, because they said at our outing last night, they dogged me out about how I say ideas. Anyway, what is one area that you are looking to transform about yourself? Put one word in the comments for what you're looking for to change about yourself. Daniel, I appreciate you, brother. We're talking about Transformation Tuesdays. As many of you know, about 48 hours from now, 50 hours from now, we will debut again our partnership with WGBH. And that WGBH partnership, the first show, we are featuring Danielle Johnson, otherwise known as Hot Sauce, the CEO of Spark FM, Courtney Boston, the owner of Woke Women Radio, and then also Marv Neal of Urban Heat. And they are coming with me. All of that to say that coming together like that and the transformation with GBH and other spaces. Daniel, I appreciate you. Peace to you, bro, and love you too, King. And thank you for the influence and the transformation that you push for in the city, for Black excellence, for staying on code, and for just being authentic, protecting Black women. So we thank Daniel. You all thank Daniel over here on Facebook. You can go see it later. DJ Mike Bowles is in the room. Good to see you in the room this morning. So getting back to transformation, in the comments, you all let me know what it is that you would like to transform, excuse me, about yourself by the end of the year. Just a note to Pastor Marion's call a few seconds ago. Lord, heal our land. Help us turn our hearts and our mind back toward you. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Pastor Marion, thank you for that. For those of you that don't know, are new to the Java Cafe space, this is definitely a space that moves in faith. I'm a man of faith. People told me to stop saying the H word. I ain't perfect before Jesus, but I got faith. And so just for those of you that are seeing that in the references to a Christian tone here on the platform, if anyone is interested in donating, I'm raising donations for my team, Buddy Walk. There is the link right there that Dina put in. Active member here in the Java family. So definitely she has our support in building that. Cliff, brother, good to see you in the room this morning. Daniel over on Instagram is contributing and saying, I'm mad I can't be there live. We'll be watching from an island. Keep being on cold, bro. We all play a part. You just had to tell us you was going to be on vacation on an island, right? He did before. I'm not going to mess with Daniel too much. Oh, Sharon, that was you with the prayer. No, you good. Ain't no sorry. Sharon, pass, please. Don't get me started. We're talking about Transformation Tuesday. I'll just end with that. Sharon, you're doing what 2 Chronicles 7:14 calls for. And we don't see a whole what I am not aware of a massive coming together. Oh, Jesus. Nope. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to leave it alone. So, Transformation Tuesday. I don't see any spaces or places in the comments for that you're trying to work to transform yourself by the time we get to January. Don't wait until January 1st to, attempt to make the change. What is it that we can work on that's realistic and that's easy for the next Siri? How many days until December 31st? It's 92 days until then. What can we do for the next 92 days to transform ourselves? And what is a space that you would like to transform? Dina is saying, I am looking to transform my habits. So I am starting this week in the gym, starting this week. That is dope. Clifton said, I would like for my community and myself to be better, to get a better grip on this political realm so we no longer can get the banana in the tailpipe pulled from. There could be so much there. Cliff and also said to be a better father. Absolutely. Cliff, nope, I'm not going to touch the transformation around politics. We are going to talk about our event with the mayor, my conversation. I got to sit down with the mayor yesterday. We are going to talk about that, but not too deep into politics. Nicole had said earlier, I'm praying, but I am not going to lie. I'm terrified for myself and my family. And so that is very, very real. A lot of us are sitting and watching what's going on and seeing the handwriting on the wall. There was this clarion cry about Project 2025, and at the last report I saw, about 47% of Project 2025 has been implemented, is in active implementation via executive orders, all the back and forth between courts, the tearing down of the federal judicial system, the local district court systems, to attempt to implement, these just racist, xenophobic. Yeah, I'm not going to go there too much. But Nicole, thank you for being very transparent about that. Barbara Young is in the room. Mother Barbara, going way, way back. Good to see you in the room. Barbara, I forgot to come up and see you yesterday. I'm sorry. Every time I'm in City Hall, I make sure I go in. And I was down the hall on the 8th floor. I love you, Barbara. Good to see you in the room this morning. Pastor Marion said that she wants to cut down on the sweets. So far, we have cut down on sweets, eat better, drink more water, and exercise more. Mama Java said, keeping my health up, praying for my healing of my body. So we have being a better father. On a macro level, Cliff talked about transformation in our participation in the electoral election process. We have basically health as well. And so those are some things. Dina said, oh, me too, I need help. Those are some things that we can attempt to implement a little bit quicker. For example, for Pastor Sharon talking about less sweets, some years ago, I literally would do things like if I would go to grab 4 cookies, I would be intentional and grab 2. I also, with a lot of these things that we're going to talk about, Mother Lisa, you're not going to do this to me. I'll finish that thought and then go to Mother Lisa's comment because she's about to take us all up under a white sheet real quick. One of the things that in all the spaces that we're trying to transform, I would suggest, and what has worked for me and caused more satisfaction and caused a better sense of accomplishment is I attempt to make life changes, not a diet, not hype for a particular period from January 1st until February 1st, and then the gym membership goes to waste. I'm not up walking anymore. What are some habits for all these spaces that folks typed about today? What are some things that you can implement for life? And I will say, life implementation may take longer. You may feel like you fail, but I can tell you unequivocally, some things that I have been intentional about changing for the rest of my life, it took a long time, but I'm there. For example, meat wise, I am probably down to chicken breast, ground bison. Y'all know it's definitely seafood. Not a lot of pork, not a lot of processed foods. And it took a long time. And I've even noticed that I am craving less gummies and less dark chocolate and less chips. And it took y'all know, it took, especially for the gummies, it took a long time. So I would suggest to you that in your process of transformation, you be very intentional about things that you can do that you can stick to for the rest of your life. So Sharon, for example, right now, if you put 3 teaspoons of sugar in your coffee in the morning, presumably, literally tomorrow, try putting 2.5. Just try it. In your mind, it's going to say, oh my God, this is disgusting. That half a teaspoon of sugar is just it. Little things. It makes me think of the statement. And then I'm going to go to Mother Lisa's comment. Shout out to Women X Community. I'm noticing them for the first time. Welcome to the Java Cafe over on Instagram. We'll finish this thought and then we're going to go to Mother Lisa's comment. In your transformation process, do your best to be realistic about where you are. Set realistic goals. Don't go out there talking about, I'm going to be at the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes Saturday at 6 a.m. Knowing your happy tail, don't try to wake up till 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Okay, so I want to go to a comment that Mother Lisa put up this morning. And it's funny because Mother Lisa, Aaron just texted me a few minutes ago, and I want to see what she says real quick. I'm gonna leave it alone. So Mother Lisa just put a comment up. And when we talked about transformation and change, Mother Lisa said that her transformation is to walk. Currently, Mother Lisa's mobility is limited. And I've noted on this show a couple of times, she put up a video in her progress in therapy, and we've seen her progress. And Mother Lisa, we stand with you. And no, and I'm just owning that. I said that in the context of what we're talking about, but we do. And I'm going to be intentional in saying it now. We stand with you. And we believe, I just said a few minutes ago, that this is a space of faith. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all do me a favor in the comments and just type walk. Walk. Type walk. Type quick work. Mother Lisa, we believe. We believe, and I feel my shoulders going up. We believe that that is going to happen by December 31st. Because you've been putting in the work and you're a woman of faith. So come on, Jesus, and do what you need to do for this good sister. Anyway, let me get back to this. Sharon said, again, James, that was me cutting down on the sweets. I said Pastor Sharon or Mother Sharon or something like that. Or I don't know. I may have mixed it up. Anyway, whatever the case, take that suggestion about the life change approach. But Pastor Sharon, Pastor Marion, whomever is working on a transformation process. And back to Mother Lisa too, she's been putting in the work little by, big things get done. Little by, battles are won. All right. Tashad said this morning that health and strength, being more mindful about what I consume, both food and content that I watch, read, and listen to, honoring my mind and my body more. Absolutely, Tashad. Absolutely. Milagro, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Nicole is saying, crazy thing is I have a gym in my complex and I have no motivation to go there. That's real. That's real. If I had, let me not, well, I want to believe that if I had a gym right here, that I would be in there. And realistically, I probably would. Because when I left my little exercise bike at the crib and a little squat machine and some stuff I had at my former place of living. But when it was there, I would actively use it. Danielle Moore, a long time sister friend. Good morning. Good to see you in the room. Sharon Cornelius said, I started earlier this year with cutting down. I want to cut down even more. It's steps, Sharon. It's steps. Also, Tashad said, they say it takes about 3 weeks to break a habit. If you can make it for that far, typically you'll keep going. That is that 21-day habit change or implementation belief that it's said that it takes 21 days for your brain to adjust to a particular habit. I've remembered times when I've started things and Tashad, that's been the goal. If I can just make it consistent 21 days. And a lot of times I didn't. Danielle is saying, or try pure cane sugar. It's less processed, less chemicals. Absolutely. Transformational goal as of November 2025, rebuild my savings account and more regular Roth RII contributions, desired financial health status. Absolutely. Finances is a big thing. Mother Barbara said, this is good, and I'm glad to tune in. Good to see you and have you here. Dina said, I always used to put 4 sugars in my coffee. Then my husband started making my coffee, and he only puts 2. Haha, I didn't know for so long until... See, that's that mental thing that you didn't even know, and it was 2 sugars. Now, let's be 100. As a coffee drinker, 2 sugars for me, that changes the whole flavor profile. So Dina, see, it's a mind thing. Ari just joined over on Instagram. Good morning to you. Danielle said, yes, you did, and keep it real. Thank you, Naraki and Danielle, rather. We do stand with you, Mother Lisa, and y'all about to go in. Tashad said, walk. Sister Soraya said, walk. Pick up the mat and walk, Leslie. Barbara said, walk. Liza said, walk. Naraki said, walk suddenly in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all going in here. Walk. Mother Lisa, we believe this. I can't wait to get the video. Jesus. We might have to get a click track. And y'all see me jump up off the seat. So let me behave. It's definitely a lifestyle change. Mildred, good to see you in the room. It's taken a few years, but I've lost 70 pounds, no longer type 2, and I don't get dizzy when I tie my shoes or hit them high notes. But we've seen your transformation, Mildred, in that. And so thank you for sharing that with us. Danielle also said, or try honey. I'm going to finish her comment because this is her comment. Or try honey in your coffee. I switched from sugar to honey, pure, raw, unfiltered honey. So I want to believe and ask if it's pure and unfiltered. It does. I just don't know what honey would taste like in coffee. Hmm, okay. Y'all can see I'm going through, right? Danielle said she will walk so ordered by God, claimed by us. Amen. Pure and simple. Plain like that. All right, y'all. I am going to get ready to wrap up. I have some things to take care of to get ready for WGBH on Thursday. I will share with you all. I got a note yesterday that they're having some technical issues. And I told them, I said, listen, let me tell y'all something. I can, y'all, all they need is to give it. They don't even need to give me the internet because I can bring my hotspot. So we are going to be there no matter what. But I told them that, if the technical difficulties don't work out, that we'll do what we need to do and bring all this stuff down to GBH, and we'll go live from there and amplify James Jimmy Hill's host of Java with Jimmy. So my mother said the honey and the coffee is all right. Danielle said that it's different. So I'll have to no. See, it's I haven't even tasted it yet. And my mind is like, yeah, no, I'm good. And I will share with you all, I have typically stopped using sugar in my coffee because of so much sugar that's in the creamers. I'm definitely into the creamers. I got Almond Joy out there now, sugar cookie, hot marshmallow, mocha, caramel macchiato, and Starbucks white chocolate mocha. I don't need no sugar. So, all right. Milagro, you hush. I ain't trying no darn honey. I also wanted to ask you all to please keep Miss Teresa continue in your prayers. She is coming along with her health issue, but continue just like we with Mother Lee. Y'all put in the comments, not a whole bunch, just put Miss T coming home by Thursday. Miss T will be coming home by Thursday. All right. I'm going to leave that right there. Okay, folks. Oh, y'all are really going in on this honey. Honey is good in tea. Absolutely. Milagro said that creamers are yummy, but not good for you. Absolutely. That's why I've kind of cut the sugar. And there's also some alternatives even to the creamers, like oat milk, what my mother is saying right now. I've seen, and it's, oh God, I'm getting convicted while we're talking about it. I've seen the oat milk and all the other things, and I just, all right, now y'all have me on the process now of getting ready to change my creamers. But as I said, y'all got to give me grace because it takes a while. So, and I just got to, Miss T, we love you and we're praying and we'll see you home by Thursday. Pastor Latrell Chase, Suttrell, friend and sister for a long time, is in the room. And she is claiming that, and so are the rest of you. So we appreciate all of you that are jumping in. Today turned in, I said Transformation Tuesday. Today turned into things are transforming for Mother Lisa and Miss Teresa as well. And so, all right. Last thing I want to share. I know that's right. We got Mother Barbara in the room this morning with us. So there's a little extra oil. I'm messing. I did want to acknowledge and share. First of all, I realized yesterday that with all the stuff going on around this election, I don't believe I publicly said congratulations to Michelle Wu, Mayor Wu. So I posted that yesterday, but we got to sit down yesterday and I shared some concerns, definitely suggestions, and also a few things. And what she shared with me was that she is if y'all see positions on the city's website that you feel that you're qualified for, and you're from community and you know that you got life experience that can inform how you function in that role, she's looking for y'all. She didn't say that exactly, but what she said, and I turned to her and I said, so basically you looking for a binder? Y'all remember when Kerry or some years, oh, it's going way back. One of the presidential candidates said that he had a binder of qualified people. And I think he was particularly talking about women and those of color. I don't remember exactly. But I'm not even going to go into it. The mayor's looking for people from community that are committed to community to fill open positions in the city. And there's shuffling. There's always shuffling in a second term. And so if you have a passion for a particular space, you have suggestions about how things are done, mayor@boston.gov. Mayor@boston.gov. And share those suggestions with her. And a whole lot of emails go to that address. And so I'm going to level set and just say everything may not make it directly to her desk, but I'm sure there's a process for that email account that when certain things come in, they know who to send them off to. And when they send them off, it's the chief, the department, and then the division head's responsibility to follow up. So that's when, never mind. Sharon Cornelia said, well, let me finish about yesterday. The other thing I want to say and congratulate all of the new Black men and boys, Commission on Black Men and Boys. There is a whole new, not whole new, but a new cohort was added to the current cohort. Yesterday was our formal recognition and departure from Mayor Wu. I want to shout out Frank Farrell, my good brother. I sat and watched him yesterday, and to know Frank we talked about it yesterday, I believe the first election that we were worked on or whatever, or well, we were on opposite sides then, was back in like 2007. Frank and I have known each other for a long time, and I've seen this brother's growth. And watching him yesterday at City Hall, his vernacular, I almost turned to somebody and said, okay, Frank is definitely City Hall now, just by listening to what he said. But shout out to him, the co-chairs, brother Dev. Initially, it was brother Matt Parker, brother James Mackey, and then we had other co-chairs. That was Devin Morris, and then brother Darian Johnson, who was the secretary. All the subcommittee leads, all the commissioners, my subcommittee, Kurt Faustin, Richard Clater, Matt Parker was a part of it initially. And who else was on health? Yeah, just the four of us. And so congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. And all the new commissioners as well. So thank all of you this morning that have tuned in. Thank all of you who have participated and also shared in their faith from Mother Lisa and also Miss Teresa. And I believe that is it. Michelle, good morning. Thank you so much. Good to see you in the room. Tay, where you been? Good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. And I think that is it for me. Tashad said, and we, I said that's it for me, and we will end on this one. Ironically, Tashad said, I haven't found a plant-based milk that has the weight creaminess I need in my coffee tea. They need to work on that. So Tashad, yo, appreciate you. Because and let us transform where we can. If we are giving up sugar and we're giving up processed foods and whatnot, we got to have a little guilty pleasure. My health teacher told me in high school, if there are 10 things that you're supposed to do healthy and you're only doing 9 and there's one that you're not, you're still doing well. So, okay, folks, that's it for me. Charlotte James, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Sandra Powell Brown, Hamby, good to see you in the room. You all please keep in mind, and I'll put the information up on November 8th. I will receive an award from an event that Sandy is doing. Sandy, I just found out yesterday, I had already committed to an event, and the dude told me, he was like, yo, I saw you put this on your calendar a year ago. And so I showed him your flyer, and he said, they're right down the street from each other, so you can do both. So, but we'll be with Sandy on November 8th for an event she's having. It is $75 a ticket. We'll share that information with you very, very soon. Danielle said, you can't rob yourself of all pleasurism. I know that's right. we got to have a little guilty pleasure. Tay said, so busy. That's good, being booked and busy. All right, that's it. That's it. I'm not looking at any more comments. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Listen, tomorrow we have the opportunity to speak with the Secretary of Education, Secretary Tutwiler, who has been here with us before. He's going to come in and talk about the impact of a lot of what's going on at the federal level, the governor and his commitment to education in the area that he covers. So he'll be with us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I know tomorrow is the first Wednesday. The mayor will not be with, well, interestingly so, the mayor is with us the morning of the Red Cup event. So that's going to be a very interesting day. The mayor is with us on October 15th. All right. They had to move her date back. All right. That's it for me. Everyone have a blessed day. That is my sentiment as well, Danielle, and an amazing day. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with Secretary Tutwiler. I think that is it.